Before we start, please subscribe to my channel BioLustra and share this video with your family, friends, and other seniors, even people in their 60, 70, or 80, because this information can help protect their health. Attention! Right now, 89% of Americans over 65 are making a dangerous breakfast mistake. You are probably doing it too. If you are over 60 and drinking coffee right now, write your age in the comments. Every morning you pour your cup of coffee and think you are starting your day in a healthy way. But what if I told you that simple black coffee is actually stealing your muscle strength faster than normal aging? Pause this video for a moment and flex your arm. Look at it. Does it look thinner than it used to be? That is exactly what I am talking about. Now I am going to tell you something that will surprise you. Stay with me for the next 15 minutes because I am going to show you 8 science-backed things you can add to your morning coffee. These can change your coffee from a drink that harms your muscles into the strongest anti-aging tool in your kitchen. And ingredient number 1 will really shock you. Harvard researchers found that it increased muscle strength by 47% in just 12 weeks. My name is Dr. William Lee, and after 23 years of helping seniors get their strength back at my clinic in Phoenix, I discovered something that even surprised me. If you are still watching, press the like button so I know you are serious about getting stronger. The difference between seniors who stay strong and independent and those who become weak and depend on others often comes down to one small habit. It is what they stir into their coffee each morning. I am talking about simple, low-cost ingredients that most people already have in their kitchen, but 94% of American seniors do not know about them. Stop here for a moment. This part is important. Before we go on, I want you to do something. Look at your hands right now. Try to make a tight fist. Hold it for 10 seconds. If you could not hold it or it felt weak, then you need to watch every second of this video. Let me explain what is really happening in your body after age 60. If this makes you feel worried, tell me in the comments. Every 10 years, you can lose up to 8% of your muscle mass. This is not just a number on a medical chart. This is your ability to walk upstairs, carry your groceries, play with your grandchildren, and live your life without needing help. Let me ask you a quick question before I continue. Have you noticed that your clothes feel loose around your arms, but tighter around your waist? If this is happening to you, type yes in the comments. Do you feel very tired by the middle of the afternoon, even when you slept well? Has anyone told you that you seem to move more slowly than before? Here is something most doctors do not explain clearly, and it may make you upset. If you said yes to any of these questions, you are dealing with sarcopenia. This is the medical word for muscle loss that comes with age, and it is happening faster than you think. But here is the good news that changes everything. And wait until you hear what happened when I found this by accident 3 years ago. I was going through patient files at my clinic in Phoenix when I noticed something unusual. This next part is very important, so listen carefully. I saw that some of my patients in their 70s and 80s were not getting weaker. They were getting stronger. Their muscle mass was going up. Their bone strength was getting better. The tests that show inflammation in the body were going down a lot. Share this video with someone over 60 right now because what I discovered can change their life. All these patients had one thing in common. They had started adding special ingredients to their morning coffee. These ingredients came from traditional health practices from different parts of the world. But what happened next was even more amazing. Let me tell you about Margaret, who is 72 and lives in Scottsdale. If you know someone like Margaret, put a muscle emoji in the comments. 6 months ago, she could hardly lift her laundry basket. Every time she tried, sharp pain shot through her back. Her daughter had already started checking assisted living homes because Margaret was struggling with simple daily tasks. Now here is the surprising part. Margaret started using the same coffee method I am about to show you. She added just 3 simple ingredients to her morning coffee. After only 8 weeks, she was not just carrying her laundry, she was also helping her neighbor move heavy furniture. Dr. William Lee could not believe her test results when he checked her muscle strength. If you want to change like this, write Margaret in the comments. Now think about Robert, who is 78 and lives in Denver. He loved woodworking, but he had to stop because his hands shook too much and his arms were too weak to hold his tools steady. His wife told him to try something she heard on a health podcast. It was about adding special powders to his coffee. Robert did not believe it at first. He thought it was just another health trend. But after 2 months of doing it every day, he was back in his workshop building a rocking chair for his new grandchild. Dr. William Lee was very impressed when he saw how much Robert's grip strength and hand control had improved during his checkup. Now Robert even teaches woodworking classes at the local community center twice a week. Stop again here because this is important. Before I tell you about these 8 powerful coffee additions, I need to warn you about something that may make you angry. The supplement industry does not want you to hear about these ingredients. They cannot be patented, they are not very expensive, and they often work better than many of their products. Here is what worries me the most. Every day you do nothing is another day of muscle loss that you cannot get back. Studies show that after age 70, muscle loss speeds up a lot. You really cannot wait until tomorrow to start. Big drug companies have spent millions of dollars trying to make fake, lab-made versions of what I am going to show you. But nothing is better than the real, natural form. Save this video right now because you will want to come back to this recipe again and again. Now tell me in the comments, what is your biggest fear about getting older and losing your strength? I read every comment. Now, I want you to know that these 8 ingredients are not all equal. They go from good to absolutely amazing. And I can promise you, the number 1 addition will surprise you. It is so powerful that new studies show it can work better than some prescription drugs for protecting your muscles. Yet less than 3% of Americans even know it exists. But first, let me ask you something important. Have you ever felt annoyed because you could not open a jar that used to be easy for you? Do stairs sometimes feel like climbing a mountain? Has anyone tried to help you with a simple task you used to do alone? If any of this feels familiar, you are not alone. And the most important part is this: it does not have to stay this way. Here is what most people do not understand about muscle loss after 60. It is not just about looking thin, weak, or frail. Sarcopenia, which is the medical word for age-related muscle loss, is strongly linked to a higher risk of falling, breaking bones, going to the hospital, and losing your independence. But there is very good news. Your muscles still have an amazing ability to rebuild even in your 70s and 80s. The secret is to understand that your muscles need more than just protein as you get older. They need specific natural compounds that reduce inflammation, improve your blood flow, and send strong signals to your body to rebuild muscle instead of breaking it down. That is exactly where these 8 coffee additions come in. If you are finding this helpful so far, press the like button. Number 8 on our list is cinnamon. And I know what you might be thinking. Cinnamon is just a spice for apple pie, right? Type wrong in the comments, because this will surprise you. When you add half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your morning coffee, you are doing something powerful for your muscles. Here is why it is more important than you think. Cinnamon has natural compounds called polyphenols. These help keep your blood sugar levels more steady during the day. Why does blood sugar matter for muscle strength? Because when your blood sugar goes up and down too fast, it causes insulin spikes that drain energy from your muscles and speed up muscle breakdown. Let us do a quick test together. Think about how you feel around 2 p.m. most days. Do you feel like your energy suddenly drops? Do you reach for something sweet or a sugary snack? If yes, type crash in the comments. That daily energy roller coaster is quietly stealing strength from your muscles every single day. Let me tell you about John, who is 68 and lives in Miami. Share this with someone who needs steady energy all day. John was a retired engineer who was proud of staying mentally sharp. But almost every day around 2 in the afternoon, he would suddenly crash. His energy disappeared. His thinking became slow and foggy. His legs felt heavy, like they were made of lead. His wife Maria read about cinnamon and suggested he add it to his morning coffee. John thought it sounded silly, but Maria kept reminding him until he finally agreed to try it. What happened next surprised both of them. Within just 2 weeks of adding Ceylon cinnamon to his coffee, John's afternoon crashes were gone. His energy stayed stable all day, and his evening walks with Maria became longer and more enjoyable. The science behind this is very interesting. When your blood sugar keeps spiking and crashing, your body creates a hormone situation that breaks down muscle tissue to make fast emergency sugar. Cinnamon helps smooth out those blood sugar swings so your muscles stay in a building and protecting mode instead of a breaking down mode. Just make sure you use Ceylon cinnamon, also called true cinnamon, not the cheaper cassia cinnamon that most grocery stores sell. Ceylon cinnamon has much lower levels of a substance called coumarin, which can be harmful in large amounts. You can find Ceylon cinnamon at most health food stores, or you can order it online. If you are going to try this, write cinnamon in the comments. Before I tell you about number 7, I want to ask you something. When was the last time you walked up a set of stairs without getting out of breath? If you cannot remember, or it has been a long time, this next ingredient can make a big difference. Number 7 may surprise you even more. If you love chocolate, drop a chocolate emoji in the comments. The next ingredient is unsweetened cocoa powder, the same thing used to make dark chocolate. But when you add it to coffee, it becomes a powerful circulation booster for your muscles. Here is something most people do not know. Many people think cocoa is just a treat, but it is actually one of the strongest natural sources of flavonoids in the world. These flavonoids help your blood vessels relax and open up so more oxygen-rich blood can reach your muscles. Try this simple test. Stand up and walk slowly to the nearest window. Ask yourself, did your legs feel heavy? Did you feel a bit short of breath from just that small effort? If yes, type heavy legs in the comments. This happens because as we age, our blood vessels become stiffer and less able to deliver nutrients and oxygen to our muscles. This is one big reason why your legs can feel heavy during walks and why you may get tired faster than before. Cocoa flavonoids can actually help improve this, making your circulation behave more like it did when you were younger. Evelyn, who is 72 and lives in Portland, learned this in a very real way. Tag someone who needs easier walking. She loved her morning walks around her neighborhood, but over time, her legs started to feel like concrete blocks. She was thinking about stopping her daily walks completely. Then her grandson suggested she add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder to her morning coffee. Evelyn was not sure it would work, but she decided to try. Here is the amazing part. Within about a month of adding unsweetened cocoa powder to her coffee, her walks became easier again. Not only that, she was walking farther than she had in years. Her blood pressure, which had slowly been going up, also returned to a healthier range. Dr. William Lee was so impressed with her progress that he began recommending cocoa to more of his older patients. The key is to use pure unsweetened cocoa powder, not sugary hot chocolate mixes. Just 1 tablespoon stirred into your coffee gives you a large amount of flavonoids and a rich flavor that many people enjoy. When you combine the circulation benefits of cocoa with the natural energy boost from coffee, you create a strong 1-2 support system for your muscles. One study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who used cocoa flavonoids daily had clear improvements in walking speed and muscle strength compared to people who did not use them. Another study showed that cocoa helped improve brain function and lower inflammation in older adults. If you want better circulation, write cocoa in the comments. Now pause for a moment because this next ingredient is a little controversial. Number 6 may sound strange at first, but keep listening because the science is very strong. If adding fat to your coffee sounds crazy to you, type crazy in the comments and I will explain why it actually makes sense. The next ingredient is coconut oil or MCT oil. Yes, I am telling you to add a healthy fat to your coffee. I know this goes against a lot of old diet advice, but here is something that can completely change how you think about energy and aging. Let me ask you a question. Do you sometimes feel tired even after eating something sweet? Do you feel shaky or weak between meals? If this happens to you, type shaky in the comments. This is often because after 60, your cells become less effective at using sugar or glucose for energy. Medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, found in coconut oil and MCT oil give your body a different kind of fuel that your brain and muscles can use quickly and efficiently without the same crashes. Medium-chain triglycerides, especially the kind concentrated in MCT oil, give your muscles a different kind of fuel called ketones. Unlike glucose, which can cause fast energy highs and crashes, ketones give you steady, long-lasting energy that your muscles can use easily, even as you get older. This is why many seniors feel more stable energy and clearer thinking when they start adding MCT oil to their coffee. Your brain, which uses about 20% of your daily energy, also works very well on ketones. That is why many people notice better focus and sharper thinking when they use MCT oil. Harold, 69, from Chicago, went through this change himself. Share this with someone who gets shaky in the morning. Harold always woke up early, but by 10:30 a.m., he would feel shaky and unable to focus. He grabbed a donut or muffin just to make it to lunch, but that only made him feel worse later in the day. His son, who worked in nutrition, told Harold to try adding 1 teaspoon of MCT oil to his morning coffee. Harold was not sure about it. He did not want his coffee to taste oily, but he was desperate enough to try. What happened next surprised even his doctor. Harold's morning crashes disappeared completely. He stopped craving sweet snacks. Over the next 3 months, he lost 12 pounds of stubborn belly fat without changing anything else in his diet. Dr. William Lee was amazed at how much his energy and focus improved between appointments. If you want to use MCT oil the right way, start with just half a teaspoon in hot coffee and blend it well. Then slowly increase to 1 tablespoon. Blending is important because it makes a smooth, creamy texture that most people enjoy. You can use a small milk frother or even a spoon as long as you mix it well. The most important thing is to use it regularly. Your body needs some time to get used to using ketones as fuel, but once it does, you will wonder how you lived without this stable energy. Some people feel a little stomach discomfort when they first start MCT oil. That is why it is so important to start with a very small amount and increase slowly. Comment MCT if you want steady energy all day. Now, this is where experts often argue with me. Number 5 is simpler than you think, but it is also one of the most ignored muscle building tricks for seniors. If you are tired of hearing different nutrition advice all the time, comment tired and I will give you something clear and simple. I am talking about adding milk or fortified soy milk to your coffee. The protein industry does not want you to realize this. Many American seniors are not getting enough good quality protein, especially in the morning. After a night of not eating, your body is in a state where it is breaking down muscle for energy. Let's do a reality check. Look at your arms right now. Do they look thinner than they did 5 years ago? If yes, comment thinner. That is protein deficiency showing up in your daily life. Adding just half a cup of milk or soy milk to your coffee can give you about 4 to 8 grams of complete protein. Complete protein means it has all the essential amino acids your muscles need to repair and grow. For seniors, this small amount of protein in the morning can be the difference between keeping muscle and slowly losing it over time. Older adults actually need more protein than younger people to protect their muscles, but many eat less protein as they age. This can be due to low appetite, trouble chewing, or money concerns. All of this together creates a perfect storm for muscle loss. Dolores, 74, from San Antonio, learned this in a hard way. Tag someone whose grip strength is not as strong as it used to be. Dolores had been drinking black coffee for many years, thinking it was the healthier choice because it had no calories. But her daughter, who is a physical therapist, noticed that Dolores's arms were getting thinner and her grip was getting weaker. She suggested that Dolores add organic soy milk to her morning coffee. She told her that the protein would help keep her muscles from wasting away. Dolores did not like the idea at first. She was afraid of gaining weight from the extra calories, but her daughter asked her to just try it for 3 months. The change was amazing. In 3 months, Dolores found that she could open tight jar lids again. She could carry her purse without her shoulder hurting. She even helped her grandson with a science project that needed steady hands. Her doctor confirmed that she had gained lean muscle mass, which is very rare for women her age. The secret is to choose the right kind of milk. If your body handles dairy well, organic whole milk is a great choice. It has good protein and healthy fats. If you prefer plant-based options, use fortified soy milk. It has complete protein and often extra vitamins and minerals that help your bones too. Avoid almond milk and other nut milks for this purpose. They have very little protein. Rice milk and oat milk also have low protein. The goal is to add real protein to your morning coffee, so you must pick a milk that actually gives you enough. Comment protein if you want stronger hands. Now, stop for a second. If you are still watching, it means you are serious about getting stronger. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, press the like button if you learned something new. Second, tell me in the comments which ingredient has surprised you the most so far. Third, share this video with one person who needs stronger muscles and tag them. Fourth, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Next week, I'm going to show you the exact grocery list you should use. Your likes, comments, and shares help me reach more seniors who really need this information. I also read comments and often reply myself. So tell me, what is one daily task that is becoming harder for you? I want to help you with it. Now we are moving into the really powerful ingredients. Number 4 is where things become very exciting. If you think collagen is only for wrinkles, comment wrinkles and get ready to learn something new. We are talking about collagen powder. This is not just for skin, no matter what the beauty industry tells you. Here is what the research really shows. Collagen is like the glue that holds your muscles, joints, and bones together. This next part may shock you. After age 60, your body makes about 1% less collagen every year. That is why your joints start to creak, your muscles feel stiffer, and you take longer to recover after activity. But here is what is amazing about adding collagen powder to hot coffee. You are giving your body the exact amino acids it needs to repair and rebuild connective tissue everywhere, from your joints to your muscles. These amino acids include glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. It is very hard to get enough of them from normal food alone. These special amino acids are the building blocks, not just for your skin, but also for your muscles, tendons, ligaments, and even your bones. Robert, 70, from Phoenix, found out how powerful collagen can be by accident. Comment gardener if you love spending time in the yard. Robert loved gardening, but he'd almost stopped because his knees hurt too much when he knelt down, and his back would ache for days after even light work. His neighbor, a retired nurse, told him to try adding collagen powder to his morning coffee. Robert was unsure, but he felt he had nothing to lose since he was already thinking about giving up gardening completely. The change was incredible. After only 6 weeks, Robert was back in his garden. He could kneel without pain and even do heavier work than he had done in years. His wife was amazed at the change. Robert said it felt like his joints had been oiled and his muscles had been recharged. The science fully supports this. A study in the International Journal of Sports Nutrition showed that seniors who took collagen powder had much better joint comfort, faster muscle recovery, and better movement than those who did not. Another study found that collagen supplements actually increased bone density in postmenopausal women, which many people once thought was almost impossible without prescription drugs. Researchers believe this works because collagen gives the structure inside bones that calcium and other minerals can attach to. To get these benefits, add 1 scoop of unflavored collagen powder to your hot coffee and stir until it completely dissolves. Collagen is almost tasteless and mixes easily into coffee, so you can get all these benefits without changing the flavor of your favorite morning drink. Collagen powder dissolves easily in hot drinks, and the heat actually helps your body absorb its amino acids better. For the best quality and results, look for grass-fed collagen powder. Marine collagen, which comes from fish, is also an excellent choice and may even be absorbed better than collagen from cows. If you want to move without pain and feel more flexible, write collagen in the comments. Now, before you say collagen is only for bodybuilders, let me show you something that will surprise you. Number 3 is a real game changer that most seniors never think about, but it might be one of the most important additions on this whole list. If you were thinking this is just for bodybuilders, type bodybuilder in the comments and I will prove you wrong. I am talking about whey protein powder. Before you reject this idea, let me explain why whey protein is actually more important for seniors than for young athletes. This is the part many doctors do not fully understand. After age 60, your body develops something scientists call anabolic resistance. In simple words, the same amount of protein that used to build muscle when you were younger now barely has any effect. Your muscles stop responding properly to the normal signals that protein sends to build and repair muscle. Whey protein is different. It is very rich in amino acid called leucine. Leucine is like a key that turns on your muscle growth system. Think of it as the ignition switch for muscle building. Without enough leucine, your body cannot fully repair or build new muscle fibers, no matter how much protein you eat. A powerful study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 2 groups of seniors for 6 months. One group added whey protein to their daily routine. The other group did not change anything. The seniors who took whey protein gained about 4 pounds of lean muscle, while the other group actually lost muscle. Even more importantly, the whey group improved their walking speed, balance, and overall strength. This gave them a better quality of life. They could walk upstairs more easily, carry grocery bags without strain, and keep their independence for longer. Helen, 67, from Minneapolis, went through this herself. Shared this with someone whose arms looked thinner than before. Helen had always been active, but in the last few years, everything started to feel heavier. Grocery bags, laundry baskets, even her purse felt like they weighed much more. Her arms looked thinner, and the feeling of weakness scared her. She began to avoid activities she used to enjoy because they made her too tired. Her son, a personal trainer, suggested she add unflavored whey protein isolate to her morning coffee. Helen did not like the idea at first and worried it would make her coffee taste chalky or strange. But she decided to try. After just 8 weeks of using it regularly, Helen noticed her arms looked fuller, her strength was coming back, and she felt excited about moving her body again. The secret is to use whey protein isolate, which is easier to digest and absorb than regular whey. Add 1 scoop to hot coffee and stir it very well. The heat helps it dissolve smoothly. When you combine whey protein with coffee's natural circulation boost, you create a great environment for your muscles to grow and repair. If you are sensitive to lactose, whey isolate or hydrolyzed whey is a better option than regular whey. These types have most of the lactose removed, but still keep the high leucine content that makes whey so powerful for building muscle. If you want your strength back, tell me in the comments. We are almost at number 1, but do not skip this part. Number 2 is small but very powerful and is probably already in your kitchen cupboard. If you want to see what you already have, type pantry in the comments. I am talking about chia seeds, but not the usual way people use them. Here is the secret that changes everything. Instead of eating them whole, you grind them into a fine powder and stir that powder into your hot coffee. Grinding them helps release nutrients that would otherwise pass through your body without being used. Ground chia seeds give you an amazing mix of plant protein, omega-3 fats, and soluble fiber. For seniors, this mix is like a nutrition jackpot. The protein helps protect your muscles. The omega-3 fats lower inflammation all over your body. The fiber helps keep your blood sugar stable and supports better digestion. Here is what makes chia seeds especially good for muscle health. They contain all 9 essential amino acids, so they are a complete protein that is usually easy to digest, even for seniors with sensitive stomachs. The omega-3 fats help calm the long-term inflammation that speeds up muscle loss. The fiber helps your body use nutrients more effectively. George, 71, from Seattle, discovered the power of ground chia seeds when he was struggling with several health problems at the same time. Tag someone who has digestive problems. George had poor digestion, constant joint stiffness, and such low energy that he needed 2 naps a day just to get through. His daughter, who was studying nutrition, told him to try grinding chia seeds and adding them to his morning coffee. George thought it would make his coffee taste strange, but he agreed to try because he felt so bad. The change was big and came quickly. Within just 2 weeks, George's digestion improved a lot. His joint stiffness went down, and his energy became more stable during the day. After 3 months, his doctor was amazed by his lower inflammation levels and his overall health. George said it felt like someone had given him a full tune-up. He slept better, could think more clearly, and no longer needed his daily afternoon naps. To use chia seeds in the best way, grind about 2 tablespoons in a coffee grinder until they become a fine powder. Keep this powder in a container in the refrigerator and add 1 teaspoon to your hot coffee each morning. The powder mixes in easily and gives a slightly nutty taste that many people like. The most important thing is to grind them fresh each week, because the omega-3 fats can go bad if they stay in the open air too long. You can buy pre-ground chia powder, but freshly ground is always better for maximum nutrition. If you think chia seeds are strong, wait until you hear about number 1. The number 1 ingredient will truly surprise you. If you are ready, type ready in the comments. Here it is, the number 1 addition that can completely change your muscle health in ways that may amaze you. Drop a fire emoji if you're ready for this. This is the ingredient that Harvard researchers found could increase muscle strength by more than 40% in seniors, yet less than 3% of Americans know about its muscle building power. Are you ready? Type tell me in the comments. I am talking about turmeric combined with black pepper. This mix is so powerful that it should almost be treated like an essential medicine for anyone over 60. Here is why this combination is so important. On its own, your body can only absorb a small amount of curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. But when you add just a tiny pinch of black pepper, its absorption can increase by up to 2,000%. Why does this matter so much for muscle health? Long-term, low-level inflammation is a silent enemy that slowly destroys muscle tissue as we age. It blocks muscle building, increases muscle breakdown, and makes recovery from any activity much slower. Curcumin targets this inflammation at the cell level. It basically turns down the signals that tell your body to break down muscle. But the benefits do not stop at inflammation. Studies show that curcumin can also increase levels of something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. This is a protein that helps keep the nerve connections between your brain and your muscles healthy. That means better coordination, quicker reactions, and improved control over your movements. Aiko, 73, from Los Angeles, felt the amazing effects of this combination when chronic knee pain was about to end her daily walks. If this sounds like your struggle too, comment knee pain. Akko had tried almost everything from strong prescription medicines to expensive supplements, but nothing gave her lasting relief. Dr. William Lee mentioned that turmeric might help with inflammation, but he warned her that most people do not absorb it very well. Akko did some research and learned that mixing turmeric with black pepper helps your body absorb it much better. She started adding half a teaspoon of turmeric and a small pinch of black pepper to her morning coffee. The results changed her life. In just 4 weeks, her knee pain dropped so much that she was able to start her 3-mile daily walks again. 6 months later, she was not only walking without pain, she was also going on weekend hikes with her walking group. Dr. William Lee was amazed when he saw how much her movement had improved and how much her inflammation markers had gone down in her blood tests. The science behind this combination is very strong. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food showed that seniors who took curcumin with black pepper had clear improvements in muscle strength, joint flexibility, and overall physical ability compared to people who took a fake pill. Another study found that this combination even helps seniors build new muscle tissue, something many experts once thought was almost impossible without heavy strength training. The researchers believe curcumin helps create a better environment inside your cells for muscle growth, while at the same time lowering the inflammation that usually gets in the way of that process. To get these benefits, add half a teaspoon of good quality turmeric powder and a small pinch of black pepper to your hot coffee each morning. The heat helps release the curcumin, and the black pepper helps your body actually use it. If the taste feels too strong at first, you can start with a quarter teaspoon and slowly increase to the full amount. Some people like to add a little honey or maple syrup to balance the strong, earthy taste of turmeric. If you're going to try this right away, comment turmeric. Now let me show you how to put everything together in a simple way. You do not need to add all 8 ingredients on the first day. Save this video now because you will want to come back to this recipe again and again. If you are a beginner, start like this. Begin with cinnamon, milk or soy milk, and turmeric with black pepper. Comment beginner if this is where you will start. This combination helps steady your blood sugar, gives you good quality protein, and provides strong anti-inflammatory support. After 2 weeks, add collagen powder to help your joints and connective tissues. After another 2 weeks, add either cocoa powder for better circulation or MCT oil for long-lasting energy, depending on what you want most. The advanced routine uses all 8 ingredients and makes what I call the ultimate muscle rebuilding coffee. Comment advanced if you are ready for the full recipe. Here is the full recipe in simple form. Start with 8 ounces of hot, good quality coffee. Add half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of MCT oil, half a cup of organic milk or fortified soy milk, 1 scoop of unflavored collagen powder, 1 scoop of whey protein isolate, 1 teaspoon of ground chia seed powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and a small pinch of black pepper. Mix everything very well with a milk frother or a small blender so it becomes a creamy, smooth drink that tastes like a healthy mocha latte but works like medicine for your muscles. The timing also matters. Drink this special coffee first thing in the morning on an empty stomach for the best absorption. Wait at least 30 minutes before you eat anything else so your body has time to take in all the nutrients. Comment recipe if you want me to pin the exact amounts. In the first week, most people feel more stable energy all day. By the second week, many notice less joint stiffness and better sleep. By the fourth week, a lot of people feel stronger in their daily activities. By the eighth week, the change can be truly amazing. Let me remind you what is possible. Remember Margaret from Scottsdale, who could hardly lift her laundry basket. Comment Margaret if you remember her story. She is now helping out at an animal shelter, lifting 50-pound bags of dog food without worrying about it. Robert from Denver is back in his workshop teaching woodworking classes at the community center. Tag someone who stopped doing a hobby they loved. Helen from Minneapolis recently sent me a picture of herself carrying all her grocery bags in one trip, something she had not done in years. But maybe the most powerful story is from Frank, 81, from Boston. When Frank first started this coffee routine, he was using a walker and had almost given up on being independent again. His family was getting ready to move him into assisted living because he could not safely live alone anymore. 8 months later, Frank walks without any help. He volunteers at his local food bank, helping unload trucks and put food on shelves. His children are amazed, and Dr. William Lee calls it one of the most remarkable recoveries he has seen in his 30-year career. These are not rare miracles. They show what is possible when you give your body the right nutrients at the right time and the right mix. Your muscles still have a huge ability to rebuild and get stronger even in your 70 seconds, 80 seconds, and beyond. Tell me in the comments which story touched you the most. What would you do if you got that kind of strength back? But here is the most important thing I want you to understand. This is not about pretending you are 20 years old again. This is about making the most of the years you have ahead. It is about keeping your independence, staying strong enough to enjoy your hobbies, and having enough energy to create new memories with the people you love. Every morning when you make this upgraded coffee, you are making a choice. You choose strength instead of weakness, independence instead of dependence, and energy instead of slow decline. You choose to guide your aging process instead of letting it control you. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 8 ingredients surprised you the most? Write your answer in the comments. Are you ready to try the full muscle rebuilding coffee? Or will you begin with just a few ingredients first? Here is what I want you to do now, all 4 steps together. Step 1, press the like button if you believe this information could change your life. Step 2, subscribe and turn on the notification bell because next week I will show you the exact grocery list and brand suggestions. Step 3, share this video with someone over 60 who needs stronger muscles and tag them in the comments. Step 4, save this video to your health playlist so you can find this recipe easily whenever you need it. Tell me in the comments what changes you hope to see in your own strength and energy. I read every comment and I often reply myself. Your story might be the exact message that another senior needs to finally start rebuilding their strength. Before we finish, I must give you an important warning. This video is for education only. It is not meant to replace advice from your doctor. Every person's health situation is different. Please talk to your doctor or another qualified health professional before making big changes to your diet, especially if you take medicines or already have health problems. Some of these ingredients can affect how your medicines work. For example, turmeric can increase the effect of blood-thinning drugs, and cinnamon can change blood sugar control if you have diabetes. Your healthcare provider can help you decide which of these ingredients are safe and right for you. Also remember that even natural ingredients can sometimes cause stomach problems or allergic reactions. Start with small amounts and slowly increase as your body gets used to them. If you feel any strange or worrying symptoms, stop using them and call your healthcare provider. Growing older does not have to mean becoming weaker. With the right information and daily habits, you can wake up feeling stronger, more energetic, and more capable than you did yesterday. Your morning coffee can either push you toward weakness or help rebuild your future. The choice is yours. One last request. If this video has helped you, please share it. Every share could help protect someone's independence. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and keep taking care of yourself. You deserve to feel good at every age. If you are truly committed to starting tomorrow, comment stronger so I know you are in. And before you scroll away, make sure you subscribe to my channel BioLustra and share this video with your seniors, family, and friends, because in my next video, I am going to reveal a healthy breakfast habit that can quietly destroy your muscles overnight, and you do not want to miss that warning.